And we have to do the newspapers. I always say that January is a very long month, so make sure that your expenditure from next week till the end of the month doesn't take away all the, good imaginations you have on how you hope to live in January.
Yeah. Roland, as for you, you're always prepared.
Oh, yeah. It's just that, you just tighten your belt a bit.
That's it. But I mean, if
and you try to resist temptation.
But you were supposed to start, like I'm saying, if you're telling them to save now, but they should have started saving a long time ago.
No, not save.
Spending wisely.
Yeah, they shouldn't spend.
Yeah, at all. Christmas.
Yeah. But if you saved, I mean, that's the alternative. It means that you get to spend. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. Well, lawyer Andrew Zadrugu, you live in the Volta Regional Capital. Your wife, Diane Apo, is celebrating the birthday. We say happy birthday to you, Diane. Please come for some fufu.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And some piece of cake, please.
You see?
Yeah. So when you go, bring some cake. But let's see the new publisher. I've got the new publisher today. The Finder and the rest. Well, the new publisher, 3 arrested in the Ashanti region for possessing voters' register. We know yesterday when we had the district level elections, many people first were complaining that they can't find their names on the register, which made it difficult. Some people we spoke to went to different districts or different areas, and they still couldn't find their names, which was very frustrating. I mean, if you're trying to vote, if you're trying to make a difference, and you can't find your name, it just gets very frustrating. On social media, people were pretty upset that, so if it's like this just with district level elections, can you imagine 2020?
Yeah.
It's frustrating. We're looking into the future, 2020.
And you can imagine if the political parties were involved in this, the hell they would have raised.
I tell you.
Many press conferences, I'm sure every 1 hour will be convened.
Yes.
Saying that there's somebody or some conspiracy theories about how people want to rig the election. We could happen. We could happen in the sense that there could be those fears that will be in the minds of many related people who are heading these parties, thinking that maybe somebody wants to do something.
Yeah.
But this could be cured by proper communication. The voters register, if maybe after the first display, publicly, was not well patronized, needs to be displayed again for people to know where they are going to vote. It's very important.
Yeah.
So that they know where they're going to vote, so that we avoid all these things.
All this drama. Yeah. Also, customers attack pastor at court's premises over locked up cash. That is on page 3. I'm going to read a little bit on that. A lot of people this year have complained about their monies being locked away somewhere. And I can imagine the frustration right now. It's December, it's Christmas, festive season. They want to buy clothes for their kids, they want to buy groceries, and your money is locked up.
Yeah.
On page 3, Pastor Krobi had arrived at the premises of the Takwa Circuit Court to respond to a suit against him for allegedly issuing 3 dud checks. The investors reportedly got wind of the situation and succeeded in blocking the entrance of the court to prevent him from leaving the premises unnoticed. They demanded he pay them their monies instantly, recounting that pastor had asked them to demand their cash anyway they met him during a meeting at the CID headquarters in April this year. And Pastor Calvin Cobre is accused of running an FX trade investment which allegedly promised between 20% and 30% returns on investments placed. On Instagram, Nana Pia Mensah has been somewhat active, and he's promising people his money, their money, and he's working on it. According to him and his communication team, they're working on the money. So hopefully, at least if not this year, by the end of January, people really need their money. So whether it's the Zoe Church or it's Men's Gold or any other place that your money is locked up, we just hope that you'll be paid.
Who told you? The Bank of Ghana?
No, I said we hope.
Okay.
We hope.
So we hope you'll be paid.
We hope you'll be paid. Yeah. Also, Nana says the Northern Development Authority boss. On page 9, Amelia Berber to critics says, I'll work on my voice.
What do you make of her song?
Famiko! Famiko! Make up here, Famiko! It's okay. Me, I don't...
You have no...
it's okay.
You have no opinion
on
it.
It's
song is a song.
A song is a song.
Either you like it or you don't like it.
Either you like it or you don't like it.
I think that because she is a prominent film person.
Yeah.
They're trying to measure, or maybe the expectations were very high of her. But I think that I thought the song was all right. Yeah, the vocals could be better.
Yeah.
But the song, she's not a Whitney Houston or she's not a Fia or somebody of the sort. Yeah. Yeah. Because I'm sure that if music or singing was her best talent, she would have started off with that.
With that, yeah. I guess so. And maybe she's just trying to make money. You know, this industry, it's not easy. Like, so she needs to venture into other stuff. Yeah. And she decided, you know what, singing is what I want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, but let's check out the today. Exposed NPP strategy for 2020. Protect EC, smear Mahama with corruption. And that story is on page 3 with a picture of Freddie Blay, who's the national chairman of the NPP. Once again, we're talking about the district level elections. People think that if small elections like this, or not small, but like minor elections like this didn't go so well, imagine what 2020 will look like. And environmental damage risk to financial sector, that's in page 3 with the vice president's picture down there. Let's move on to the Finder, and then Roland, you can do some of your newspapers. Apply the law strictly. We brought you that story of the president speaking to the newly sworn in Supreme Court justices and judges, and he was very pleased that there are female judges, majority, or from the previous years, females are dominating. Which is very good. And the EC request...
Was it yesterday?
Yes, it was yesterday.
That we're talking about...
Female dominating in any space that you are.
We thank God that they listened to you.
Oh, they didn't listen to me. It's just a thing. You know what? People can see that now. We're coming. We're coming for everything.
Yeah,
we're dominating in
and when women come for everything, they rarely come for it.
Yeah, we come, Papa. Like, we're coming for everything. All right, EC requests 444.8 million Ghana cedis for new voters register and others, which was another thing. Like, so is this why you wanted a new voters register? Our names are not even there. You're just trying to cause confusion. This is what people talk about on social media. That the EC got
the social media commentary has more got to do with the budget they're asking for to undertake this. And all in all, they're looking for next year's around 700 and something million Ghana cedis. The 400 is for the change of the machinery, the software, and every system that will enable the facial recognition, the biometric verification, and then the data acquisition and the storage of the various voters we have in Ghana. I'm just thinking the time is just too short, because we have 12 months to the... We actually don't have 12 months to the election, like because in December we vote on the 7th. On the 7th of December. So it's almost like you vote on the first week, in the first week. Before the first week, everything should be ready. And by the time you say you're going to collect all details of everybody, do a mock-up or display the register, you need to satisfy the various stakeholders first.
That's true.
Because they have the direct stake in how the register and the way it's going to work is going to be. And I don't know. I don't know whether I was... Maybe they should have started, because I think the new Electoral Commission chair came into the office way back. So I think we should have started the process earlier than now. But look, they are the commission. They have the authority to do what they have to do. So
they should go ahead, because and another First Lady Dr. Baumia votes in district level elections, and Kudia lists challenges of the district assembly elections.
You've done the graphic?
Not yet.
Okay. Do the graphic.
All right, so let me
You've done the statesman?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, daily graphic. Low turnout marks district elections. We brought you that story in our news. Apathy boycott rear heads, and independent broadcasters welcome revised digital TV standards, and new Supreme Court justices take office. And it's wonderful. We've got 3 females there. One of the vettings I enjoyed was of Justice Avril Lovelace Johnson. And I mean, she spoke about a lot of things. One was abortion, you know. Obviously, we know that it's illegal, but she says she's pro-choice. Yeah, that if you're pro-choice, you can choose what to do with your body as a female. You know, we've been dictated, our bodies from a young age, the female body is always dictated to, and you should do this, you should do that. And she says she's pro-choice. I really enjoyed her vetting. It was very interesting vetting there. But in the center spread, will not tolerate acts of corruption. That's the president cautioning the judges. FDA launches code of ethics and increase domestic financing for immunization. Yes, yeah, it's early in the morning. My brain is still sleeping. Why? Yeah, all right, Roland, what do we have?
Well, so we have a couple of stories. Let me first start with the Go Street business. Has on the front page, government IPPs rejecting free Jubilee as well as 10 gas, opting for relatively expensive Sankofa Nigerian gas. And then we also do have Chamber of Mines initiate steps to deepen local content participation. Mm-hmm. Also down there, we have calls for tax on mobile money transaction fees untenable, stakeholders maintain. We also do have on the back page and our stories related to business, of course, because it's the Go Street business. The Ghanaian Times has on the front page, President and Vice President vote in District Assembly elections. GIBA lauds new standard for free-to-air television broadcasters. District Assembly elections and record low turnout. Now, main story on the front page of the Ghanaian Times, don't give judgment without reason, President advises judges.
Is that all you have?
On the back page, we have approved National Labour Migration Policy, according to the Migrant Labour General Workers Union, appealing to government to approve the National Labour Migration Policy by January 2020. Meanwhile, on the side, we have the National Commission on Small Arms and Light Weapons, urging public to help clamp down on gun violence. Yeah, tend to record a lot of shootings very often. Now and again, it's getting to Christmas. You have parties and somebody feels that he has to pull out a gun because they own one, either legally or illegally. Let's go to the Daily Guide. Has on the front page, don't be corrupt. Nana cautions judges on the front page of the Daily Guide. We also do have low turnout at local elections. Beside that, we have Ablakwa dodges bailiffs over Oslo deal. Up there, Mahama girl insults journalists. Center spread is a news one pull out, usually focuses on entertainment. And let me see what we have there. I would have been a politician according to Kojo. Kojo is right there. No, center spread. So sorry, we don't have center spread. Okay, it's not full of, yeah. No gay has ever approached me. Kofi Sapong. Don't know why this story is there, but let me read it. I'm curious. Chief Superintendent Kofi Sapong has denied allegations that he is a gay. What's the story? Continues. In an interview on Peace FM Entertainment Review, he described as unfortunate the assertion that because he has feminine traits, he is automatically a gay. The story again continues. He explained that his closeness to his mother is one of the possible reasons he possesses feminine traits. All right.
All right.
Other stories there. Oh.
Yeah.
Harvey Weinstein. You know Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah.
Has been accused by many women.
What are they saying about him today?
It says that Harvey Weinstein attacked over comment that he is forgotten. Yeah. And there's this one movie that his company did, Weinstein Company.
Yeah.
That I thought I was looking forward to. It was called, was it Tesla or something or so? Yeah.
Yeah.
You call it Tesla? Yeah.
And you didn't like it?
No, I was looking forward to the movie. It was about, Thomas Edison and Nikola Tesla, the inventors of electricity, bulbs and all that.
And all of that.
So they had a rivalry between the two. So, but because he had these court cases, they
couldn't go through.
Yeah, the movie has been grounded.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, so that's why. Let's go to the back page. The back page has there why Comey lost his title. The last man standing lost his title to Teofimo Lopez in that bout. It was not easy for him. Knockout. Boom. Ancelotti wants Everton assurance, and that's Carlo Ancelotti. He's looking for a new club after having been sacked from Napoli in Italy. Meanwhile, Milan has condemned a monkey artwork. And it says AC Milan say they strongly disagree with and were not consulted about the use of monkeys in artwork for a Syria anti-racism campaign. Yeah.
It's, I mean, what year are we? 2019.
Yeah, 2019.
I like this racism and this monkey face and this black face, especially in the football community. You know, when we see like our black football players and the audience or a supporter will call them some word. I mean,
and make some. Yeah, sometimes they can make the ears
some monkey sound. Yeah. I mean, guys, really, we need to move on, man. Like, it's like in essay, like
happens a lot.
Yeah, well, okay. I'll punch back. Yeah, can't come and call me that. You think it's your apartheid time? Yeah.
Okay, so let's go to the Daily Dispatch newspaper. Has on the front page, EC's Bosman Asari speaks, says we need to update our systems to have credible 2020 elections, and it's in relation to why the EC wants to have a new register. It is going to come. Where is going? 16 of 70 brands of tinned tomatoes adulterated, according to the FDA. And they have issued a statement recalling those that they deem not fit for the market. Hasn't been stated in the story. Not one has been stated yet, but I've seen a couple in other publications in the media. Tomato pastes. MPA reverses decision to increase boss margins on petroleum product. We brought you that full discussion. Duncan Amwa of COPEC was also here. Then we also had Raymond Uoko of IFES also here. That's the IES. It has to be. That's the Institute for Energy Security. They were here yesterday. Meanwhile, DTOP retired Dr. Seth Cranting is passed on. May so rest in peace. And we have all those related stories well elaborated on the back page of the Daily Dispatch newspaper. Let's go to the publisher. The publisher has on the front page, the Ghanaian publisher it has to be, don't be corrupt. Akufo-Addo admonishes new judges. Okada divides parliament. And Kodeo calls for dialogue on compilation of new register. Okay. You have you have two more?
No, one more.
Okay.
The Daily Statesman. Help make Ghana great and strong, and that's on page 2. Once again, President urges 3 new Supreme Court judges to don't be corrupt, and local elections dodged by weak interest from parties. And another article I saw here, it's very interesting. Kigali homes built near wetlands are destroyed. You know, we've had places here in Ghana, we've had, after heavy rains, houses get flooded, people unfortunately lose their lives, and that's because they are living in places where it's not suitable, you know, where they've built their houses. What I like, Kigali homes built near wetlands are destroyed. Officials say the destruction of hundreds of houses built on or near wetlands is necessary to protect people from flooding and landslides after unusually heavy rains. What you'll see here in Ghana is that even if the house has flooded, people have lost their lives, they'll go back and live in that same area. And I mean, I don't know. But although in Kigali, they're complaining that they haven't received compensation, although they've been paying taxes and the likes. But I don't know. Authorities said demolishing the houses was about saving the lives of those living in wetlands, given that more rain is expected in coming
Yeah, and I've cited these stories in the international media.
Yeah.
I think yesterday I was reading it on the BBC as well. But it's also about authorities taking decisions to make sure that the disaster that usually people meet as a result of the imbalance in the environment is prevented. Because for many respects, this is the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Once the houses or the homes, one, are not made of well-built structures. The materials themselves are suspect because I saw some of the pictures and many of them were laterite or clay.
Yeah.
Two, where they were built have got great problems. Because wetlands are part of the environment so that they soak up and create pathways for water and other diversions and tributaries of streams, etc., to soak up.
Yeah.
And then they help create that balance in the environment for everybody to be able to thrive, whether the animals or we're talking about fauna, we're talking of other species of plants, so that also humans can also have an environment which is conducive for everybody. And I believe that if this is a decision that will make sure that in the long term, they create that level of sustainability in the environment, that's the way to go. That's the way to go as we have it.
But it all lies with authority.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and they do have the authority to be able to do that.
Do you still have more papers? Or
no, I don't.
Yeah?
We'll go online soon, but I wanted to pick your mind on whether something perhaps came to mind so that we could have some discussion on it before.
I mean, you see, yesterday when I say the local level elections, I also think it was because of the day, you know, during the week. You see, and you said you came up with this and you told me that, I mean, with national elections, it also happens during the week. But with this one, because, I mean, it's a smaller election, I don't think, what was it yesterday, Tuesday, during the week, was actually, it contributed to
So next year, the election we're going to have, it's going to be, of course, 7th December, but it's a Monday, it's a working day. According to our constitution, it's never a holiday. And we've had elections before, which have been convened several times in the Fourth Republic on working days. It's not a holiday. People turn out to vote. They will not go to work, turn out to vote. So they'll go to work, but they'll ask the right permission, or they'll be given the permission by their bosses or the work, the administrative structure of the work itself, wherever they're working, to go and vote. So that is the level of commitment that people attach to
voting
when political parties are involved.
Okay, so because political parties weren't involved,
that is why. That is why. Because you see, once the political parties are not involved, nobody feels the excessive pressure. One, to willingly go and commit themselves to stand in queues and go and vote. Two, the shareholders of the various companies or the administrators themselves still think, it's not a big deal. It's also a major contributory factor. And then generally, we've had apathy in relation to the district level elections.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a key thing. And it brought home all the argument again about a yes or no position and why we needed to have the political parties involved to make sure we show up. Because it means that as ordinary people, if we're not pricked or we're not conscientized or we're not reminded of anything, we don't think that it's important for us to go. I would have wished that the political parties were not involved, and we just willingly decided to commit ourselves to go and choose leaders from the community, whether they are backed indirectly by the political parties, to go and choose them. Okay, but it looks like without the parties complementing the effort of the National Commission on Civic Education, as well as the Electoral Commission, in the sensitization or the public education, then we won't have that complement of effort to create the needed bars that we need for the election. And we need that. We need that to ensure that everybody who is living in any electoral area has a commitment to who is elected into the various assemblies. It's just a very unfortunate scenario. The turnout was really bad. I was thinking because of the referendum and the discussions that it generated, we'll have more people.
All right, let's go to my join line and see what you have been saying. our headlines there. All right. Oh, okay. Let's go to the first one. Restart the first one. But Honorable Aponchi. All right. Can UST to establish Science Technology University in the Gambia? Oh, that's some good news. How social media reacted to Honorable Aponchi's loss. Now, listen, he was trending at #1 before results were even declared, and there was just a conversation that he might have been misled because he was already celebrating and he was jubilating before they told him that, Charlie, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think the communication was that, or what I read was that they hadn't finished collating all the results within his electoral area.
Yeah.
And then he decided, Charlie, he just got a few. No, he was leading. He was going ahead saying that he had won. And look at this one. People were making fun of him, and trolls, and this one says, what does it say, Maps?
Honorable Aponchi and his boys. Look at how disappointed they are.
And we have, these are Kumawood film stars, Akrobotu, and then Wheezy.
All right, at @core_XY says, Honorable Aponchi, from grass to grass. He didn't move anywhere. He was just there.
He was the one who said he was going to provide cocoa.
Yeah, and he did. Yesterday he did.
Oh, okay.
Molly Cocoa. Yeah. K Poison one says, if the election was held on Twitter like Honorable Aponchi, go win, I'm simple. This will tell you that Twitter, like 4% of the entire Ghana population, they're here.
He said if the election was held on Twitter, so he was leading the.
Oh, he was leading on Twitter.
Public opinion.
People love him on Twitter. At Smith Asante says,
millions.
We are going out in our numbers to meet our candidates. Victory for Honorable Aponchi today means more breakfast for the boys. It's free. 1 toilet for grandma and grandpa is free. All right, at Jamie_Dodo says, friends of Honorable Aponchi, Lamem Gang, Millions, Goldsberg, Mienas, and Menatis.
Which one is the Millions?
Manatives. So like goats, we move. So who are the Manatives?
I don't know.
Okay, all right. Let's see more headlines on myjoyonline.com. How Honorable Aponchi. Okay, so confirmed. Honorable Aponchi loses assembly elections. Energy Ministry insists on $170 million savings from car power ship relocation. And government is considering venturing into the paper industry. That's the land minister hinting there. Apply laws without fear or favor Akufo-Addo to the new Supreme Court justices. Your victory is an opportunity to strengthen Ghana. UK ties Akufo-Addo to Boris Johnson. All right, so those are your headlines on myjoyonline.com. Some interesting stuff there. Let's see what our top story is. Let's see if we can see what our top story is. And a lot of fingers can't be recognized. That's EC defending the 400 million Ghana cedi request for new voters register. So for more stories, you can go to myjoyonline.com. We also have videos, and if you missed yesterday's Prime, yesterday's JoyNews Interactive, our AM show or Showbiz, you can all get it there at myjoyonline.com. Up next is sports. Benedict Owusu is standing by.
Honorable Benedict Owusu. Which one is your electoral area?